Christians feel that they are killed like chickens. Their women are raped by Boko Haram, kept their young girls as sex slaves. It's difficult. The relationship between Christians and Muslims in Nigeria, it's not the best. Christians feel that they are being killed in large numbers, sacked from their communities, attacked at night, and they wish to see that the government does more to stop the attacks, to stop the killings, the attacks from Boko Haram, the attacks from the Fulani herdsmen. This is a reality. Christians feel that they are killed like chickens. Their women are raped by Boko Haram, kept their young girls as sex slaves. Fulani herdsmen are using Christian women as sex toys. It's difficult. Some people in the extreme would actually say that what's going on now is genocide. The killings of Christians in large numbers. But I interact with the situation. I think to me it's pre-genocidal. And I hope we don't get to a point in which it becomes genocide. The world does not need another Rwanda coming out of Nigeria. The current crisis in Nigeria, it's a pointer to that. If nothing drastic and serious is done by the government, the impunity from the government is disturbing. They can't keep killing your citizens year in, year out. It's a decade now. Those killings are on. And the government cannot stand up and say, no, enough is enough. Let the killings stop. And this is where, for me, it's very difficult. Because I tend to encourage Christians and Muslims to look for ways to work together, to promote peaceful coexistence. That is what I'm committed to doing. We held one of the largest peace meetings in July 2017. And attacks in southern Kaduna came down. But very sadly, in January this year again, the attacks in Christian communities are on the rise. And we have state governor. We have a president. Why can't the the police do what they're supposed to do in maintaining civil order, rule of law? Why can't the perpetrators be arrested with a sense of justice? It's because of the narrative that keeps saying conflict between farmers and herders that is taking us to where we are now. It's a very simple fact. Christian communities are being attacked. You come with AK-47 as a Fulani militia. You meet farmers who are sleeping, women, children, their men. They are attacked and killed. And when they rise up to try and defend themselves, it becomes an issue. I think we need to rethink what's going on in Nigeria and put the politics aside and face the issues. Because as a mediator, I have prevailed on Christians to reach out in love with Muslims, as a missionary, as a preacher. And I've encouraged Muslims that you can connect with Christians. We've been able to come together. We've seen it happen. I hope that we can provide models of those Christians and those Muslims who are working together in southern Kaduna, in Plateau State. And we hope that that can be a good model for the rest of Nigeria. Davos made history. It's the 50th. And the persecution of Christians was put on the agenda. That is what brought me here. And to say Nigeria is a good place for investment. Nigeria has a population, as I said earlier, of nearly 200 million. That's vast economic market. But how can you invest in the presence or in the context of insecurity? And if there's good economic investment in Nigeria, there will be employment opportunities. And the young people that have always been used to perpetuate these acts of violence and the attacks, Boko Haram filled with young people, Fulani herdsmen loaded with young people, filled with young, it's mostly young people doing this job. If there can be an alternative through viable business presence, it would help. But as we do business, let's ensure that security comes into play.